So a question to you all. So we have Anika, we have Mandi, Ayans, Zan, Simakeswa, and another Anika, and another. I'm getting better, right?
Yes.
Alright. So let's get started. What did we talk about yesterday? I forgot. What did we do yesterday? Mr. Zan, keep that candy aside. Let's focus on math for next 1 hour. Yes, Mandi, what did we do? Yeah, tell me.
We learned how to convert fractions, decimals, and numbers.
And vice versa. Converting decimals to fraction was much easier. We just moved the decimal, in place of decimal we put up 1 and then we put the zeros. And converting fractions to decimal was where we used
The
chicken egg story. Yes. Yes, Mandi, go for it. How was the program? Okay, I was just putting it up. Let's not worry about that. You missed the class yesterday, and in the class yesterday we talked about, obviously I checked tables for everybody, and then we did fraction to decimal, decimal to fraction conversion. Okay. Now, Anika, you would have done fraction to decimal, decimal to fraction conversion, right? You remember that? Okay. Now, I have Rehan. Rehan, do you know how to convert decimal to fraction? Now, decimal to fraction is easy peasy. Fraction to decimal also is easy peasy. We'll try doing it. Next 5 minutes, I will just quickly run through this one. All the kids who were not in the class yesterday, they can watch a video of the class, yesterday's class, which I have uploaded already, and I sent a message also. Just watch it once, okay? And then, if things are still not clear, I will make it clear. But for now, I will just do one problem. Nobody has to solve this. I will solve it at my own pace, slowly, so that everyone can follow me, okay? So, if I have 2.26 as a decimal, somebody asked me to convert this into fraction. There is nothing to worry about. I will just write down the numbers 2, 2 and 6 as is, and then I will put a 1 for the decimal, and then on the right hand side I will count how many digits are there. 1, 2 digits, 2 zeros, done. Forget about this. This is done. Yep. Converting decimal to fraction doesn't require any intelligence. It is just a one-step process. That's it. Yeah. If like you guys have learned tables, 2 5 are 10. Is there any intelligence needed? No. Just one thing that we need to know. That's it. Yeah. Ayans, Zan. I don't need that many claps. That was an easy thing. Rehan, were you able to see how we convert decimal to fraction? Was it clear or not really? I'll show you one more time. 1.009. I'm trying to convert this to fraction. I will just write down the numbers. So what are the numbers I have? 1, then 0, then 0, then 9. I wrote all the numbers. Then 1 for the decimal. There is only one decimal. I'll write a 1. Then I will count on the right hand side after the decimal. How many digits I have? 1, 2, 3 digits. 3 digits, 3 zeros, done. That's it. Yep. Clear? And if it is not clear, don't even worry about it, don't get stressed out. Just watch the video of yesterday's class, practice few problems, ask your parents to give you 10 questions on converting decimal to fraction. You will love it. It's not fantastic. Okay? And when I give the assignment today, you can try doing the assignment and that will make you more comfortable with that. Second one was converting decimal to fraction, fraction to decimal. If I have 2 to be divided by 5, I am trying to convert this to decimal. And Anika said we can use
The
chicken egg story. It's a chicken egg story. It's a story. Remember this. It's not a complicated math thing. So this is 2 by 5, meaning 2 is to be divided by 5. Let's divide. And some of you will say, how come you can divide 2 by 5? 2 is smaller than 5. We need help. And who comes to help? A chicken. Decimal is the chicken that comes to help in this situation. Whenever you are trying to divide a small number by a bigger number, you take help from chicken, that is decimal. And what this decimal does, it lays one egg at a time. So as soon as you put the decimal here, it laid one egg immediately. So 2 became 20. Now you are going back to the division. 5 times 4 is 20. Done. So 2 by 5 became 0.4. You can put a 0 before that. That's it. Yep. One more problem. Just for everybody to remember, the chicken, not the chicken, the decimal is that chicken that lays one egg at a time and doesn't get tired. So it will keep on giving you one egg at a time till you need it without asking money for it. So let's say if you are trying to divide 1 by 7, you are trying to convert this to decimal. Same thing you will do. 1 divided by 7. Again you are stuck. You are trying to divide a small number by a bigger number. Who comes to help? Chicken. As soon as chicken comes, it lays one egg. Now 1 became 10. 7 1 plus 7. 3 remaining. Chicken lays one more egg. 7 4 are 28. 2 remaining. Chicken laid one more egg. 7 2 are 14. 6 remaining. Chicken laid one more egg. 7 8 are 56. 4 remaining. Chicken did not get tired. One more egg. 7 5 are 35. And this journey continues. And if you are not getting a solution, this decimal will keep on giving 1 0 at every step. So just to make the story interesting, I say this is decimal is the chicken and these are the eggs that it is laying. Remember that it's only one egg at a time. Okay? You never get the luxury of getting more than one egg. Okay? This is not a Costco store. No wholesale stuff, only one at a time. Yep. Everybody okay? Rehan, okay? Anwar, okay? Wonderful. Now, decimal to fraction to decimal conversion we saw. Now I want you guys to be aware of one of my best friends. And his name is? Who is my best friend? Fraction is my best friend. Why? Why fraction is my best friend? Why I claim fraction is my best friend is because any number that I have, I can convert to a fraction. This fraction is such a nice friend, I can convert any number into fraction form. Let's see. If I have 2, it's a natural number, whole number, whatever you call it. I can convert this to a fraction in no time, just by putting 1 unit. If I have a decimal, 1.5, I can convert this to a fraction as well. It becomes 15 by 10. Yeah? So I could convert a decimal also to a fraction. If I have a mixed number, I can convert this also to a fraction. How much that would be? Man, multiply and divide. Yeah? Yes, Mandeep. 7 over 3. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 over 3. Multiply, add, divide. Math. Yeah? So this became 7 over 3. So if I have a fraction, that is anyways a fraction. And these are typically the types of numbers that we deal with. decimals, whole numbers, fractions, decimals. And what we saw that any type of number, be it a natural number, be it a decimal, be it a mixed number, I am able to convert everything to fraction. So I certainly see a motivation for having fraction as a best friend, because I have that opportunity of converting every number type into fraction form. That is why I chose that friend, because it helps. Yeah? It's good to have a friend who is helpful, right? That's why fraction is my best friend. I keep saying this. Yeah? And if you go and talk to your friends and they say, share my future as a best friend called fraction, they might laugh at you. That's okay. But here the purpose is, I am choosing fraction as a best friend because I can convert any number type into fraction form in no time. Now let's look at it differently, meaning if I have 1.6 as a decimal, okay? Can I convert this to a natural number? Can I say 1.6 is equal to 2? Can I say 1.6 is equal to 1? Can I say 1.6 is equal to 55?
No.
No, right? I cannot do that. I don't have that ability to convert a decimal into a whole number. The decimal exists because there is some smaller piece attached to it, apart from the whole number. That is why I don't see a strong motivation to say whole number is my first friend, because it doesn't help me all the time. Yeah? Everybody with me? Now you guys are also motivated to have fraction as your best friend? Okay, alright. Now, why I was saying this? There's a reason now. So we talked about how to convert decimal to fraction, how to convert fraction to decimal. We also figured out who is supposedly could be our best friend. Now, I will use that information to do decimal multiplication. Now, if I have 1.5, I am trying to multiply this with 3.25. How easy it is going to be? Give it a thought. Don't even think that if I don't know this, the sky will fall. It never falls. Anwar, what is going in your mind? Tell me. I want to read your mind to understand how kids think. I'm too old to think like a child. How about Sivakeshwa, what's going in your mind right now? If I ask you to say multiply 1.5 with 3.25, what will you do? Close the window, disappear? Yeah.
So I'll do like 3.25 divided by 1.5 and it equals to 4.875.
But I'm trying to multiply. I'm trying to multiply 3.25 with 1.5. So my goal is to multiply numbers. Okay? I'm trying to understand how are you going about multiplying these numbers. Think about it. It's okay. Don't overthink. Just think. Yes, Mr. Ayaz, tell me. 5.25. I will come back to you to understand how did you get that. Yep, what did you get?
4.875.
Okay. I will come to everybody. Mandeep, what did you get? Not yet. Still got it. Zan, how sweet is the candy? I'm only seeing you enjoy the candy. Enjoy math also. Whatever it is, edibles I am not interested in right now. I had a heavy lunch. I'm only bothered about math right now. Multiply this and tell me what did you get. Rehan, what is that? Rehan, how are you trying this? Tell me. be louder as if you are shouting at the teacher, okay? Yeah, tell me what did you get? What are you doing right now? Okay?
I got 3.15.
3.15. Okay, Anika and Aditya. What did you get? Still doing it? I will give you guys 2 more minutes of stress. After that, we will play together with this math, okay? And Anwar, don't read what is there on the table, okay? Never read those things. I myself not read what is there. Kids go extra mile. Yep. Tell me, Aditya, what did you get? Still doing it? Okay. You guys have only 2 more minutes to do it. After that, it is my turn.
I got 3.05.
3.05. See, I want you guys to get more thoughtful. See, look at this. 3.25 I had. I'm multiplying with a number bigger than 1. By no means it can reduce to 3.05. Okay? This judgment I would want you guys to make by yourselves. If I have 200, if I multiply that by 1.25 or 1.1 also, I'm actually multiplying by a number bigger than 1. So this 200 cannot become 198. If that happens, it is magical in nature. It is not supposed to happen. So I would want you guys to think a little bit about what you got. Okay? Yes, Bandeep. Louder.
I got 3.845.
3.845. Okay. 3.45. Okay. Zayan. You will win a lottery if you keep on making this kind of a guess. Okay, I will see. I am not questioning anybody being right or wrong. I'll come back to you. It was a guess. So guess is nothing but as good as not having any value. Okay. Okay. Let's cut it down. We are not here to stretch this discussion. Dehan, what do you get? Again, you are making me think. If I have 3.25, I am multiplying that by a number bigger than 1. This number is not supposed to come down. This is not the price of a share, okay? It keeps dropping. Okay? So, alright, I'll do it. Anita, what did you get? 39 over 8. 39 over 8 is nothing but 8, 5, 8, 4 is 32, 7, 8, 8 is 64, 6, 8, 7 is 56, something like 4.87. Anyway, whatever it is, ignore this. Sivakesu, I did not hear your answer, but now you will see my answer. 1.5 into 3.25. See, there is one way to do it, which is a very lengthy way, very cumbersome process. Okay, what you will do is 3.25 into 1.5. You will multiply it like 325 with 15, and then you will figure out where to put the decimal. Okay, that is one way of doing it. What I am saying is, don't do this. Try playing with this. Now we have learned how to convert decimal to fraction, right? So I can convert this to 1.5, I can convert this to 15 by 10. And this 325 can convert to 325 divided by 1 for the decimal and 120. Yeah. Now let's see if we can simplify this. Make this smaller. Okay. If you guys keep seeing me drinking a lot of water, right? I like drinking water. Is it okay for me to carry this water bottle to drink water, or is it? Do you want me to carry that water tank that I have outside my community? Which one is better to carry? This one, right? You do not want me to carry a big water tank just because I drink a lot of water, correct? It's too difficult to manage, too heavy to carry. So is the case with math. You don't want to carry big numbers because that is where your chances of going wrong increases. So you want to break your numbers into smaller pieces and then deal with them. Let's see what happens. Right now you are seeing fraction multiplication actually. I have 15 by 10 is one fraction, 325 by 100 is another fraction. I am multiplying them, both are fractions, I bring them together. Divided by 10 into 100. And what it becomes? Let's start breaking the numbers. 15 I can write as 5 into 3, correct? Now this 325, you see 25 here. So this can be broken into 25 times something. 100 is nothing but 25 into 4. And this 10 I can break into 5 into 2. And this 325 is 25 times 13. 25 times 4 is 100. 25 times 8 is 200. 25 times 3 is 300. 25 another extra 25. So 25 times 13 is what we have here. Now what is happening is, guys, stop clapping, start focusing, okay? Now I have 25 here and 25 here, I can do tic-tac-toe. I don't want to multiply and divide. I have 5 here, I have 5 here. Tic-tac-toe, done. Yep. Now, go for it. Those things cannot be stopped. Let's continue. Zan, that is not important. Let's not get diverted into unproductive discussions too much. I keep on cracking jokes, that is not to get completely diverted, okay? Now what we have 3 into 13, that is 39, divided by 2 into 2, 2 into 4, that is 8. 39 over 8. This is what Anika told me. Okay, I remember that. In this whole thing, was there anything stressful? No. We just converted our decimal to fraction because we have a motivation there, right? I mean, if I have a best friend, I would want to play with my best friend, right? That's why I'm getting my best friend come to talk to me. Yeah? Once I have my best friend here, these are fractions together, multiplication. I'm bringing them closer, and then what I'm doing is, I don't like big numbers, I'm breaking them into smaller pieces, and then doing tic-tac-toe. By doing tic-tac-toe, meaning by simplification, this became such an easy problem to solve. Yeah? Now you guys can apply chicken egg story or whatever way. Basic division, 39 by 8. Everybody stay on mute. It's my turn to talk. Aditya, be on mute, brother. Aditya, be on mute. Okay. So 39 over 8 is what we got. Let's try dividing it. How far I can go? 8 4 is 32. Mr. Aditya, be on mute, brother. I'm hearing something that I'm not supposed to hear. So 8 4 is 32, 7 remaining. Now we are stuck. Chicken comes to rescue. 7 8 is 7. I'm sorry. 8 9 is 72. No. 8 8 is 64. 6 remaining. Chicken lays one more egg. 8 7 is 56. 4 remaining. Chicken lays one more egg. 8 5 is 40. So this is what I got. So Zan, you made a very interesting guess. 4.235. That was a guess. I knew it. Whole thing here is all about how you convert things into some format that you can deal with, and how you simplify it so that you don't end up carrying a water tank in front of your community to drink water. Yeah? Is everybody clear? Anika, Ananya, Anika, Anvay, Ayans, Mandeep, Zan, and Mr. Sivakeswar. Who is going to army or navy right now? Take out those hats. Those are not needed. Math class doesn't need a suit. Come back to this one. Is everybody clear? That's what my most important question right now is. Yeah? Everybody clear? So I will give you guys two problems of decimal multiplication. It will look scary, but this is fun if you do that in a simple way. So 1.25 times 4 times 4 multiplied by 5.75 times 8. So it looks like there is a big multiplication involved here. It will get you guys scared if you did not pay attention to what I was doing 2 minutes ago. So apply the same concept. As long as you try keeping it simple, it will stay simple. Have fun. So Ananya, Aditya, you guys join in between. I want you guys to try as well. Sivakesava, the plane in your background is interesting. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested only in math. Do it quickly. Ayaz, Mandeep, Rehan, Anika, everybody. Give it a try. Do your best. If you get stuck, that is okay. But not trying is not okay. Yes, Rehan. What is that? Alhamdulillah. One more time. How to? Okay, so don't worry about Rehan. So I'll explain that to you. I think I heard from mommy also that you don't know how to multiply fractions, right? I'll show it to you guys one more time. When I'm solving this, I'll explain in the simplest possible way. So, in the meantime, whatever you know how to convert decimal to fraction, do it. At least do that part, okay? Yes, brother.
My answer is
230, okay? We will see. Now there's one more thing, okay? For all the kids who are able to solve things very quickly, build a habit of review, okay? We are amazing people when it comes to solving things, and we can get better by reviewing our work. I don't know whether this is correct or not because I'm not reviewed. But you will see that when you solve a problem, if it takes 5 minutes, it takes 30 seconds to review it. And what will happen is, if you've done it right, you'll be more confident about that being right. Okay? So reviewing is a practice that we should get into. I mean, we are building habits, right? I mean, this is part of one of the habits that we are doing. Mr. Aditya, I like a dance step, but solve this problem first. Aditya is dancing, I can see his head movement. Solve it quickly. Everybody focus on math, okay? I bother you to do this for 1 hour. Okay? After that remaining 3 hours you can dance as much you want. Let me see how you are doing it.
I got my answer.
How much did you get?
I got
23?
So I did this and then I skipped to I did that in my head and then I did this and I got 200.
Oh. I'll take that one. I will make it even more fun. Online. Yes, Aditya already got 23, right? You got 23. Now let me make you guys think. You guys have to start thinking a little bit more. Think about it. See, 8. Aditya, this is for you, brother. Look at. Hear me carefully, okay? You have a number 1.25, bigger than 1. Sure? You have another number 5.75, which is also bigger than 1. Okay? Even if I treat this decimal as a number, at least this is 1 for sure. And this is 5.75. Even if I treat this as a small number, this is certainly 5 or more, right? Let's plot these two. 8 times 4 is 32. If you already have 32 and then you have two numbers, one is equal to 1 is bigger than 1, how will you get 23? Are you thinking enough? That's the question. We have to get into the habit of thinking. Trust me, I will not be able to agree to this kind of answer because I have not solved it. I don't know whether this is 230 is right or not. Okay? I don't know that yet. But just by looking at the question, just by putting some basic sanity around this one, I know for sure that these two numbers are giving me a number more than 32. This is giving me 32 already. And these two are bigger numbers. Anything less than 32 is a big red flag for me. Yeah? So thinking is very important. Yeah? I remember in the previous class I used to tell kids that when you look at your whole body structure, what comes first? Head. Meaning, first thing is thinking. Then you think, then you see, then you smell, and then you talk. We get the habit of talking first. Talking you have to go in certain sequence, right? If you're going from your toe, then you have to walk first before you talk. If you're going from your top of the head, you have to think before you talk. There's a lot of activity happens before we start talking. That is why some sequence, some order has to be followed. So make sure that you are well aware of your own body structure. If you cannot see yours, at least see mine. You can see my head is here. And my mouth is at least few inches below. Yeah? Thinking is very important. That's what I'm saying. Alright? Pin drop silence means what? Everybody is thinking or everybody is stunned after hearing my statements. Okay. Let's find some fun in this math game. What are we trying to do here? Are we trying to solve any math? No, we just learned the game. We are just trying to play it a few more times, right? You don't play Monopoly when you are 6 months old, right? You learn Monopoly when you start playing Monopoly, right? Or any game for that matter. So we just learned one game and we try to play that. Look at this. I have a decimal, I have a natural number, I have a decimal, I have a natural number. Who is my best friend? Fraction. Yeah. Fraction is my best friend, everybody remembers at least. So let's convert everybody to fraction form so that we have everything in one form. Right? Let's look at this. 1.25, convert this to fraction. This becomes 125 and then 1 for the decimal and 1 digit, 2 digits, 2 zeros. Done. Rehan, any with me so far? Pay attention now, this is very important. Now I have 4. This is not fraction, but I want everything to convert into my favorite form, which is fraction. So I can write 4 as 4 by 1. I'm not changing value, I'm just changing it to look like a fraction. Okay? Now this 575. So this is 575. This becomes 575. Then again 1 for the decimal, 2 digits, 2 zeros. Done. And same thing with 8. 8 by 1. Everything in the fraction form. Everything is in fraction form. And if you look at it like a child, which you guys are, get 2 years younger and look at it. This is like a 2-story building. This is second floor, this is first floor. This is also a 2-story building. Second floor, first floor. Second floor, first floor. Second floor, first floor. Yeah? Everything on the second floor together. Everything on the first floor together. That's what we will do. So Rehan, what I'm doing is, I converted everything to look like a 2-story building. Everything on the second floor will go together. Everything on the first floor will go together. So 125 into 4 into 575 into 8 went together. And then 100 into 1 into 100 into 1 went together. Rehan, up to this okay? Ayans, Aditya, Danya, everybody okay? Zan, Anwar, everybody okay? So I'm not doing math, right? I'm just converting decimal to fraction. Look at this like a building, second floor things together, first floor things together. Okay? Now, again going back to my story of carrying a big water tank. I don't want to carry that. I'm okay carrying a water bottle, right? For drinking water. So I want to convert these big numbers to small numbers. And what I see is I have 125, which is a multiple of 25. 100 multiple of 25. This 100 also multiple of 25. This is also multiple of 25. Let's break everything into 25 form. So this 100, I can write this as 25 into 4. 1 remains 1. 125 into 4. Now this 125 is 25 into 5, correct? 25 times 4 is 100, 25 times 5 is 125. Yeah? This is 4. This is 575. We'll again divide this by 25 and we get 23. And I'm just doing it just for being a little fast, but you can see that 25 times 4 is 100. 25 times 8 will be 200. 25 times 12 will be 300. 25 times 16 will be 400. 25 times 20 will be 500. And then you have 75, which is 3 times 25. So 20 plus 3, 23 to 25. Yep. Now, this 8 I can break into 4 into 2. I have just broken the bigger numbers into smaller pieces and I am ready to play. 125 and 125 tic-tac-toe. This 4 and this 4 tic-tac-toe. 125 and another 25 tic-tac-toe. This 4 and this 4 also tic-tac-toe. We have nothing in the denominator, only 1. And what do we have here? I have 5 into 23 into 2 by 1. 5 into 2 is 10 into 23, which is 230. This is exactly what Anika got. Yeah. So there are different ways of solving it. I'm trying to avoid multiplying. I'm just trying to break the bigger number into smaller pieces and then get to it. I enjoyed solving it because for me it was like a game. I was playing a game. I was not doing any math. Did you guys see this as a game or did you guys see this as a math? That's the first question. Was it looking like a game? Was it looking like a game? Yeah, a game is simple. We are breaking into smaller pieces, that's all. Okay? If, let's say you and I are going, let's say for a walk. You fell down, you hurt your knee. I have to carry you. Easy, not difficult. I fell down. I broke my knee. You have to carry me. How easy it will be? Fun. Difficult. Same thing here. Bigger numbers, carrying a bigger number is very difficult. Yes, Buddha.
One question. How do you get from the top one to the bottom one? Is the one to the similar?
Top one to bottom one. So look at this. I am going step by step. First step, I converted this decimal to fraction. I am not moving anything. I am just converting. Okay. Now after I converted, this is a 2-story building for me. Numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. All the numerators together because I have a multiplication sign. All the numerators together, all the denominators together. I'll come to your hand. So here, how did I come to this one? I'm just breaking every number to smaller pieces. 125 is 25 times 5. Factorizing it. Yeah. 4 I kept it. If needed, I can break it later. 575. Again, I see 25 times 3, last 2 digits. So I saw that okay, it can be broken into 25 times 23. 8 I just broke into 4 into 2. This 100 is 25 times 4, 1 is 1, this 100 is 25 times 4. I see too many 25s in the numerator, too many 25 in the denominator also. So I am doing tic-tac-toe. This one tic-tac-toe. This 4 and this 4 tic-tac-toe. This 25 and this 25 tic-tac-toe. This 4 and this 4 tic-tac-toe. What do we have? 5 into 23 into 2 divided by 1. So 5 into 23 into 2. 5 into 2 gives you 10. 10 times 23 gives you 230. That was actually done. Yeah?
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Which one? Which line is the third line? Is the $1 million question now. Okay. So I started from here. This was first line, this second line, this is third line. Are you saying this one or this one? This one? This one? This one? The one I have covered in red? Yeah? Okay. So now, this is something that is the fun part of it. This is one of the fun element of fraction multiplication. Let's say I am trying to multiply two fractions. 1 by 2 into 8 by 6. Okay? This is fraction, this is fraction, this is a two-story building, this is also a two-story building. Everything on the second floor will go together, everything on the first floor will go together. Yeah, so far okay? So this is what I am doing. 1 into 8, both the second floor stuff together, both the first floor stuff together. Now, your easy answer would be 8 times 1 is 8, divided by 2 times 12, 2 times 6 is 12. Yeah? But I am always in the lookout for smaller numbers. Anything that is small, I like it so much. That's the reason why I am not teaching elderly people. Correct? I like small kids. That's what I'm teaching you guys. And so is the case with numbers. We all like smaller numbers. If you have to do any big calculation, it is tiring and confusing. Okay? So it's always easy or recommended to look for smaller numbers without changing the value. I mean, it's not like, okay, 8 by 12, this is looking big, I will change this to 6 by 12 and my job will become easy 1 by 2. No, not that way. You are supposed to change the value. The numbers you are not supposed to change its value. You have to see without changing the value, is there any way for me to simplify it? So that is what I was doing, Rehan. Okay. Now, in this situation, I see that I have some numbers which are part of the same table. Don't think too much about it. Let's simply break. 1 you cannot break. Okay? You cannot factorize it. 8 you can factorize as 4 times 2. Let's do it for now. 2 is already small enough. You cannot break it further. Let it remain as 2. But 6 you can certainly break into 2 into 3. As soon as you did that breakdown, you see that you have same number common. This one and this one, you can do tic-tac-toe. You can knock it off. Now what you have? 1 into 4 by 2 into 3. Again, you can stop here and say this is my value is 4 over 2 times 3 is 6. But you know that 4 and 6 come in the same table again. You have one more opportunity to simplify it. 4 you can break into 2 times 2 and 6 you can break into 2 times 3. Again, one more tic-tac-toe. This is 2 by 3. So this is your simplest or the most simplified answer. But I am not saying that this is the wrong answer. Both have same value. They are also known as equivalent fraction that we will talk about when you guys grow up a little bit more in 6 more months. Okay? We are not talking about that. Whatever you are seeing here is, this is just a way to simplify fractions or to make a bigger number into a smaller number so that it's easy to handle that. Yes or no? Makes sense? Rehan, is it making sense now? Now I'll show you guys one small fun activity. If you guys were not knowing about this whole tic-tac-toe thing, okay? And if somebody gives you a fraction problem, 1 by 6 into 3 by 9 into 18 by 15 into 25 by 8 into 6 by 4. As soon as you see this kind of problem, you start freaking out. Yeah? This is too much to do in one problem. But actually, it's an opportunity for us to enjoy this. It's a game. Now, see, look at this. This is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is also a fraction. All are two-story building. Let's put them together. 1 into 3 into 18 into 25 into 6. This is 6 into 9 into 15 into 8 into 4. Once you have this, look for common numbers. You have 1 6 here and 1 6 here. Is anybody making you wait for any event? Just do tic-tac-toe. You don't want to do anything here. You already got rid of one calculation that you don't want to do. Yes, I am. I am saying something? Sure. Good. That's okay. Now, we already knocked off 2 of the numbers. So we have less to do now. Now, in the next step, you can say, okay, let's see how we can break these numbers down. Or factorize them. 1 is too small to factorize, leave it. 3, leave it. Or you can say 3 to 1, that doesn't hurt. Now you go to 19, next one 18, you already see there is a 9 here. You can break this 18 into 9 into 2. And this 25 you can break into 5 into 5. Now here if you see, you already have a 9 here. You don't want to break this guy, let it be 9. And then this 15 you can break into 3 into 5. This 8 you can break into 4 into 2. And then you have another 4. Let it be. Let's see what all we can get rid of. 1 9 and another 9 tic-tac-toe. This 3 and this 3 tic-tac-toe. This 5 and this 5 tic-tac-toe. This 2 and this 2 tic-tac-toe. What we are left with? 5 here and 4 times 4, 16 here. What was looking like a monster 2 minutes ago became a very cute puppy here. Yeah? Did we do any fancy calculation? No. We just played with the numbers, that's it. We just split the bigger number to smaller pieces. I will factorize them. Yeah? So here what you are seeing is, when you have to do fraction multiplication, it is not a mathematical calculation, it is more of a way to put the numbers together with some logical approach and then break the bigger number to smaller pieces and see what is common. That's it. Yes, we have. Yes, please. Is everybody clear? Fraction multiplication, you will be surprised to know that this comes also in 6th grade. Half of the 6th grade syllabus covers fraction multiplication, decimal multiplication. If you guys are enjoying it now, you are already halfway through the 6th grade syllabus. So, I will not tell you that okay, this is a 8th grade concept or 6th grade concept. My thing is, are we enjoying this part? one in the class says I know table till 12, except one or two of you who says till 11. That is still enough. So if you know table till 12, are we equipped to play with this? We are. That's it. Alright? Is everybody comfortable? If you guys are getting too comfortable, I'll send you the assignment this week. That's fine. Alright? So I'll send some assignments for you guys. Remember this is a rule of thumb. When I upload the video of the class, make sure that everybody goes, watches the video and puts a comment saying, sir, this is Anika, this is Aditya, this is Zan. Today we learned how to multiply decimals. Because when you're watching the video, see, in last 1 hour, what is the actual amount of time I spent for teaching you guys? I spent only probably 10 minutes, nothing more than that. Rest of the time you are practicing together. So that 10 minutes of summary can be written in one line. You can put that in the comment itself. Because I go to my YouTube to check who all have watched the video and who all have put the comment. And if somebody says, you can put a comment saying, okay sir, you did a horrible job, I did not understand anything. That is still okay. At least that is a pointer that yes, my kids are lacking something to understand. And I'll explain one more time. It's okay. Yeah? So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. You guys should play evening. And videos you will get by today evening and assignment by tomorrow. Have fun. Bye bye. Bye bye.